We have an assembly of German trade union, Verdi, that was traveling along the street of Seidelstrasse towards the square of Königsplatz for the final rally. The assembly was supervised by the police. Police vehicles were traveling behind the assembly. Then a vehicle approached from behind, caught up with the police vehicle, and then started to overtake at the height of the police vehicle. It then accelerated and drove into the end of the assembly, so to speak. Our colleagues then caught the perpetrator. The vehicle was shot at one time. The perpetrator was arrested. We are currently assuming that there are at least 28 people injured, some of them seriously. The exact number of injured has not yet been determined. At the moment, we can say that the perpetrator is a 24-year-old Afghan, an asylum seeker. I can't tell you any more details at the moment. That will have to be determined by the investigation. One thing I have to say now is that it is probably an attack. There are many indications of that. Everything else has yet to be determined. There's an Afghan citizen. We will clarify all the details. But we react prudently to any such attack. But I can also tell you that our resolve is growing. It's terrible. It is simply terrible, ladies and gentlemen, when you get the news that someone has driven a car into a crowd of people again, that there are many injured. It's a slap in the face. We do. We sympathize with the victims. We pray for the victims. We very much hope that everyone will make it, that even those who are very seriously injured at the moment and are struggling with everything, perhaps even with death, that they can get through everything as soon as possible and recover. We would like to thank the police for their swift and decisive action, that they were able to prevent other things to a degree. In view of the security conference, we will, of course, continue to keep the situation under control everywhere with a correspondingly strong police presence. We do not know at the moment and do not assume that there is any connection with the security conference. But the motivation of this Afghan perpetrator must, of course, first be investigated in more detail.